Hey everybody, I'm here with Jack Jones. We were working on a video, and you've seen Jack play drums on my videos before, and we just saw the news about Neil Peart, and we were both in shock about this. I didn't, I hadn't heard anything about this. Not that, I would, but uh, it's. I said to Jack, I'm nervous coming on here. These are never the kind of videos that you want to talk about. This is really devastating, especially with the history in his family.
Yeah, Neil Peart, to me, total icon. The first thing that popped in my head that I have to share is when I was about 9 years old, I wrote him a fan letter, a handwritten fan letter, to which he responded, handwritten letter
Oh my
back,
God.
which is totally unbelievable. I was obviously a huge Rush fan. I told him I loved the song "Working Man," which is their first record, and he kindly told me I actually didn't play on that song, and he told me as a kid. I was like, oh, but handwritten letter. I wish I still had it. Total icon. The poster of him and the big Tama drum set on my wall. All of that stuff is just myself, and I'm sure countless drummers. This is a huge blow.
Yeah, this has just really knocked me out. I didn't even look on Twitter where Jack just said it. He opened up his phone. Where did you see? Was it
Oh,
on?
I've scrolled through Facebook, and a former student of mine said, "Rest in peace, Neil Peart." So
I just I
this is 5 minutes ago.
and
Or,
I said no, that can't be true.
yeah,
Um, yeah, it's so sad. I first heard Rush back in the you know mid '70s, 1975. Um, my Some of my favorite memories of childhood of junior high was listening to Rush and playing 2112 in a cover band uh, and just a massively big Rush fan.
yeah,
And I anything that I've ever seen about the band, all three guys, they are the nicest people. They were just, this is. I'm not at a loss for words usually. Um, I wanted to come on and you know and express my condolences to his family, to the rest of the band. Not that means anything to them, but I mean, Jack is here. We haven't been here in a while. We haven't worked on a video together. We're doing a drum video, and it's brain cancer.
yeah. That's what the news said. Yeah,
Man,
I had no idea.
Santa Monica, California. Um, it said he died on Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday, I believe.
I, you know, it's uh, it's just profoundly sad. Not only drummer of Rush, but the lyricist for Rush as well. An incredibly thoughtful guy. Any interview that I've ever read, any interview I've watched of him, um, just first class, amazing human being. All of the guys in Rush, are, I just that story of yours, Jack, is
Yeah, and
it's unbelievable.
he's a student of the instrument. He put out countless educational products at length. You know, a literary guy. I read his book this many years ago where he talked about losing
His wife
his wife
and
and
daughter.
daughter,
Yeah.
right? And just, you know, rode his motorcycle around and sorted that stuff out, and then puts the book out. What an incredible force on earth for good, you know, musically and as a drummer. You know, he's just somebody that it's just a positive force, a positive role model for those of us coming up in both how he communicated, his integrity, his perfectionism with his art, and the big band tributes that he did,
Yeah.
the Burning for Buddy stuff.
Yep.
He exposed so many people to a whole different world, and that was not necessarily his lane, you know. And he cared enough and to lend his fame
That's right.
to create this whole project and bring all of these world class. And I didn't know who Steve Gadd was before the Burning for Buddy record.
Wow.
Or that was to me the exposure to the fusion guys. That
Yeah.
stuff, that record, that project. I was just the perfect age to see that stuff.
Yeah, and Neil knew that doing that and exposing people like that was, you know, he wanted to bring that to his core fans, and I mean that's a perfect example. You're a perfect example of that.
Exactly.
That you know, that obviously being a huge influence on you
Absolutely.
musically.
That project, my dad bought that. We listened to it as you know, when I was a kid. That Burning for Buddy stuff, they put out the VHS making of for it. It was unbelievable. I watched those things a billion times.
Yeah.
You know, and who else could make that happen in that way? So, just on so many levels, he was important.
It's you know, I've come on live over the past 3 years on this channel when Chris Cornell died. This is different. You know, obviously, Chris Cornell was a incredibly sudden. The tragedies that he had in his life related to cancer is that is I think that adds to this for me. I mean that he just wow. I mean I don't know what to say about it. I'm just profoundly sad about it. And he was a young guy. I mean,
Right.
he was born in 1952. He's 10 years older than me. It's crushing. It's really crushing. I don't, you know, I'm not sure what there is to say. I wanna find out more if there's going to be if he's going to have I'm sure that there's going to be some place to donate that'll be set up, and I'll post it on in the comments in this video in the description when I find out more. But I wanted to just come on here and have a place for people to come and express their condolences. Feel free to write anything in the comments section if you have a Neil Peart story. Once again, Neil Peart, drummer of Rush and lyricist, passed away this week, apparently on Tuesday, and we here are profoundly sad about it. That's all I have to say about this today. I've got to process this. I mean, this is really just absolutely devastating news, and I once again, my condolences and prayers go out to his family, to the other members of Rush, and
Yeah. Thank you, Neil Peart. Yeah.
thank you, Neil.
Yeah. Thank you for everything.
And like I said, feel free to put any Rush stories, anything you'd like, into the comments section here. See you guys later.